Hi everyone, today I'm going to make a couple of Valentine's Day themed shakers, and I'm going to use this extra large bear mold from AliExpress and this heart candy box I got from Sweet Art Crafts. She has a mold shop and a YouTube channel here, so make sure to go check her out. Her links are listed down in the description box. But before I get started, I do want to mention and say thank you to my very first donation on my coffee, which is a digital tip jar for my YouTube channel. I made it to help support my content. The person donated as anonymous, but you know who you are. Thank you very much for your contribution. I will be announcing any donators in my future videos. If any of you are interested in supporting my channel, my link is in the description box. Thank you very, very much. Alright, so now let's get started with the shakers. So the first layer, I colored some 2-part epoxy resin with some resin pigments and crystal dust from Solar Color Dust. Later, I used a heat gun and a torch to manage the bubbles. Now that the first layer is cured enough, I'm going to pour the second layer for the backing, but only for the heart candy box. Because for the bear one, if I filled the mold all the way, the piece would be too thick for a charm. So I'm actually going to back the piece after it's out of the mold. But in the meantime, let's pour some colored resin in the heart candy box. Next, I'm going to dome the back, but before that, I sanded the poured edges slightly to even them out. Then I seal the shaker opening on the bare piece with plastic film and UV resin. While the resin is curing, let's make some tiny conversation hearts for the shaker bits with some shrink plastic. I used this 1-inch heart hole puncher to cut out the plastic and wrote the text in with permanent marker on the glossy side and painted the back or the sanded side with Posca markers. If you don't have Posca markers, you can always paint the pieces after baking with regular acrylic paint. If you're new to shrink plastic, watch my shrink plastic 101 video to get a good idea on how to work with it. I'll put an iCard up here and a link down below. Then I sealed the tiny hearts with super gloss Mod Podge so the permanent marker won't bleed, and domed both sides with UV resin. Here I'm painting in the etched text on the heart candy box with acrylic paint and wiping off the excess with a wet rag. You have the option to paint the mold itself before pouring in the resin, which may have been the easier way, but obviously it didn't come across my mind when I was making this, but either way works. For the bear, instead of painting on the face, I decided to use my new Cricut cutter I got for my birthday to cut out the cute face using some vinyl. Oh yes, and I did fill in the built-in fill hole as usual with UV resin. Alright, let's fill, seal, and dome the shakers. I have an in-depth tutorial on how to just do that, so please check it out if you are new to shakers and want to learn how to do it. As always, an iCard here on the video and a link in the description box. Now the last thing left to do is to make them into keychains. I drilled holes for the eye screws, added a cute handmade bow, and a keychain finding. And ta-da! All done. I love how they turned out. They're so cute. I'm also happy how the Cricut worked so well in cutting the vinyl details on the bear's face. I'm still a newbie with it, but excited to incorporate it more into my resin crafting. If you enjoy this video, make sure to hit the like, and if you are new, please consider subscribing to my channel for more content like this one. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy your Valentine's Day. Stay safe. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!